He's like, United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'm probably brand new. We're muted. We're muted. Is it me?
Just like a good old days.
Hello, hello. Okay, we're good. That's me. That was probably from the meeting with.
Who's on that lady? I can't see it.
Okay,
Lacey Cates.
good morning. Sorry for the little glitch here. It is November 19th, 2024. And the board minutes for November 12th, 2024.
Yeah, there's a couple of things I had on the minutes. We're talking about the barricades that are sitting below the hill over there, and I think it's place, but they mentioned they should be on the East Fork Road up in the steep areas. And Paul and I went and looked at it afterwards, but it doesn't say. This in a few different places, doesn't say which road.
You want it?
So I thought maybe be. There was one other thing.
Did you get Miranda?
Okay. Can't remember, yeah. It was just a picky little.
What are you saying, that maybe a little bit detailed or
Well,
comments being
oh, I
made?
know what it was. It said I said 30, they're gonna burn 30,000 acres. And I think we should change that just to, I don't know if it's 30,000 acres, just say many acres.
Okay. Changes being made. I have another. Is there correcting that?
Other than that, all approved.
Any public comment? Any Lena?
Oh, unmute her here.
Thank you. Regarding the minutes on page 5, public comment received from me. It says she used to participate in those meetings. FMAC. I was a member of the FMAC group. I used to participate in the Beaverhead Deer Lodge working group. And then report back to FMAC, and FMAC gave the update to the commissioners, and that's how that worked. So if there be a correction on that, I was a member of FMAC and I participated at the working group meeting. Thank you.
You get that?
Mhm.
Okay, with that correction. All in favor? Motion carried next. Correspondence. First one is a card from Great West, And it open house invitation, drinks and appetizers on Friday, December 6th from 4 to 8 p.m. I imagine in Helena. Then the next one is an invitation to the Five Valleys Lands Trust Holiday Party, Friday, December 6th from 5 to 7. And that is in Missouri. This is from the Department of Administration, and it is a notice to the Phillipsburg Cemetery District Number 1 that they want a final demand on the account balance. I think that maybe this is a reminder that they need to pay $440 balance owed. Can we reach out to, I don't think it's necessary for them to come in. I just think we need to reach out to the cemetery district and telling them that we have received a notice that they have a balance owed. Correct. You guys feel the same? There's a balance owed to the Department of Administration from the Phillipsburg Cemetery District. And I think we just reach out to the cemetery district and say, hey, we just got this, that you owe this, please pay it. I don't
Is that
think
the final notice, it said, or something like that?
it's,
It's
Cause this was brought up before,
yeah,
that's
I
why
read on the emails, it was a final notice or something.
they just need to take care of it, whoever does their paying.
I emailed Matt Latre, the secretary, and he said he'd pay it.
They're gonna charge interest or.
so they owe for the annual financial report. Is what it is. And it's $440, of which 330 is past due. And so the 440 would be the interest on it. And this is, there is a fee when you send your annual financial report to the Montana Department of Administration. So I guess they didn't pay it. Okay, the next one is from Loma Truck Sales Inc. and they're out of Great Falls. And it is,
Sales pitch.
yeah, sales pitch. Thank you. Putting those words in my mouth. So I want to look over that for future reference, can be filed away. That's it. Oh, wait, that's it on correspondence during public comment. Do you have a public comment on correspondence? What we just went over? You have a public comment? You want to make a public comment? Okay, we are going into public comment. So there's no public comment on correspondence. Our next agenda item is public comment on matters within the commissioner's jurisdiction. We do have someone that's raising their hand if you want to. Do you see them?
Mm-hmm. I'm asking her to
So you
unmute.
get you up and running, you can go ahead.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay, gotcha.
We are Sam and Lacey Cates, and we have property up on Algonquin Mine Road. And we did send a letter in, but I think we missed your deadline probably for the public comment regarding the Cliff Gulch Road. And so we've been actually talking to your county attorney last week, and then we received a letter from you guys on Saturday. And we are concerned about the width of that road being 60 feet wide, and the necessity for it really to be 60 feet wide. And so what we would like is we would like to know if we could get a copy of the schedule that showed that road back in the 1800s that it's trying to be restored to.
Is it?
I think
Hardly
it's,
hear you.
you're talking about,
Algonquin Mine Road.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, we're talking about the petition. So Algonquin Mine Road and Tower Roads are both already county roads, and we do have the letter and we've submitted that to you. That was how we had insurable access to the property when we purchased it 5 years ago. So we had written a letter, or we had sent back in the letter from you saying that we approved, and we were for that one because it was already, Algonquin was already a county road. But that we opposed the Cliff Gulch Road. But when we're looking through all of the 21-page document on your website, it shows that we were for that, and we're not for that one being a county road. Cliff Gulch.
what was your name again?
My name is Lacey Cates, and this is Sam.
Don't I have this letter right here? You just.
And you just want a copy of what?
The road schedule from the 1890s, early 1900s that would show that that road
Was a road,
was a road and that it was
the width of it.
the width of it, 60 feet wide is going to really prohibit my access to my property. And so I feel if you guys make that a county road 60 foot wide, you're basically blocking me out of my property. I kind of wrote it in that letter, if you got a copy of that by chance.
That'll block you off. That's just a county right away. You still have an easement going into your place. Why would we block you off?
Well, so I kind of went out in that letter, but when we purchased that, they told me there was no easements. And so I've stacked rocks and put gravel there because it's such a steep grade. I couldn't make that with my pickup. And so I've done that. I've stacked rocks and I've put gravel and
It washes out with the runoff. It's just
Yeah.
really steep right there. And
it just washes out. And so I have to keep putting that stuff there. And if that was a county road and I had to remove that because it is partially blocking the Cliff Gulch Road, but there is people that travel through there in 4x4s, but to take my rocks and stuff out, then I'm not going to be able to access mine. And so that's why I'm worried about the 60-foot width. Right now, the access point where the 4x4s go through is like 11 feet. And 60 feet is quite a bit more.
Have the road supervisor go up and look at it, because I don't see why you're saying we take it out. Why would we take it out? Did you get a permit to work on the road now, or what? Or did you just do
it's
it?
our driveway. It's our driveway.
It's basically our driveway is what it is, that we're using. The very top end of the Cliff Gulch Road where it joins into Algonquin Mine is kind of how we turn into our property. That we were told that was our only legal access, and that there wasn't another easement there. And so I wasn't aware of that when I stacked all the rocks, that it was something that I could not block off. And so
It's not blocked off.
it's
just
not blocked
narrow.
off. I had it blocked off, and then some 4x4s with winches have pulled my rocks out of the way to go through and whatnot. But that doesn't really bother me, but not being able to access mine is what is really concerning me.
It's gonna be on some of that at 11 o'clock, but the guy needs to talk to Wayne. 'Cause we got a bunch of stuff going on with that road up there. I just don't.
Let's have Paul look at it.
So, This is the agenda item for the road viewers report.
Mhm.
Have you seen the road viewers report?
We did,
We
yes.
have. Mhm.
And so what page is it that you're disputing? Or,
Well, just the Cliff Gulch one. And truly, I think there's enough room for everything there, but 60 feet, yeah, 60 feet's just,
That's the kind of the standard going is 60 feet. It don't matter. It's just that's the way it's always been in, and that gives us 30 feet from the middle out each side.
Utility,
Yeah, utilities and everything else. You have to have, you can't narrow it down just to personal thing.
well, that's for a county road, 60 feet, but there's public access roads that are much narrower.
That's public access.
well, the road width and
okay,
what he's
so,
talking about, two
oh,
different things.
good, you're in here.
Oh, here's.
So we have, the Gates online with us and, they are saying that the Cliff Gulch Road, they are disputing the 60-foot wide because we have Blaine, our county attorney, and we have Paul Alt that just came in. Can you repeat yourself just one more time for them? Sorry, just so that explain what your problem is and why you don't feel that it should be 60-foot wide. And they're,
Okay.
Okay,
So we were told that in restoring the roadway to what it would have been in the 1800s, that there would have to be a road schedule showing that it was indeed a road and the width of that road, and that if you were restoring it to what it was in the 1800s, that it would need to remain the same width that it was. So we're aware that it wasn't until 1965 that county roads were required to be 60 feet wide. So we're not quite sure why you need 60 feet. 60 feet basically is our question. So anyway, we're hoping that somebody somewhere along the way has the road schedule that we could all take a look at and try to find a solution to this. And if it's 60 feet wide, right now it's like maybe 11 to 12 feet wide in most places. And it's really only accessed mostly by ATVs and such. But where it comes off of, where our driveway comes off of Algonquin Mine Road, it's really, really steep. And so in order for us to get in there with our truck and trailer, we had to bring in a lot of gravel, stack some rocks to keep it from running and sloughing off. And so our concern, if that has to be 60 feet wide, like we have a gate there and all that is going to have to be moved and it's just going to continue sloughing off and we're not going to be able to get in there.
okay, just a second, Blaine, give a response.
Blaine Bradshire, county attorney. But to be a county road, the right of way has to be 60 feet. The petition talks about keeping the actual roadway width to the historical width. And so it caps at 15. So the county would have no plans to widen out that road. The petition also talked about no utilities would go through there. So I think that there definitely are encroachments within the 60 feet and other, like in Browns Gulch Road. And my understanding is the commission is gonna exempt those, but that's something I think that'll have to be brought up in the public hearing. So I think we're on the same page, really. We're not wanting to widen the road at all.
Okay.
So, yeah, there's a difference between the right of way width versus the actual roadway width. And the right of way width has to be 60 feet in the county road, but keeping the actual roadway width to what it is historically.
Does that answer your question?
Sure. So if it was granted and petitioned to be a county road at 60-foot width, and you guys don't have any plans on widening it as of now, but could that change with new commissioners or new, I mean, once it's filed 60-foot wide, is that, I mean, that's what I'm worried about.
That's a good question, but if the resolution creating it caps at a 15, then I think it's got to be consistent with that resolution establishing it. But let me double check that, because yeah, don't want it, we're, represent it one way and it's. But again, if the county represents it one way, I think we're bound by that, so, I'll double check, that's a good question.
Okay, thank you.
And is it possible for that road to scooch over? I mean, I still have property on the other side of the road. But if I could just get it a little further away from my gate so that I could always keep that level spot there for accessibility, is that a possibility, to scooch it over a bit? It would still be
Yes.
on my property.
Maybe the commissioner, one of the commissioners could go up with Paul and look at it. At what point are you talking about?
Just right in front
Just
of
right
our,
along the boundary.
our gates, and then if we could just scoot it, what is that, west, southwest, scoot it south a little bit,
And then,
you can see where I got the rock stacked, where I've leveled that out, stacked rocks, made a makeshift abutment to my gates there. And I just really hoping that wasn't gonna come out, because it wasn't there when we bought it, and it was extremely difficult to get into our place.
From my perspective, yeah, we should try to come to middle ground. It'd be commission's decision to agree upon that with you. I also think, we're doing the public hearing. I think that's where we can hash out all these issues. I believe it's gonna be December 10th at the 1 PM or. We'll let you know what time it is and if it's December 10th.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
okay,
That's all we had.
okay, great, thank you.
All right. Yeah, thank you for listening.
Yeah. Go ahead, Elena.
Thank you. Regarding Mrs. Cates, what she was saying, this is public comment, period. And I think it should be on the agenda as a discussion item, so all the documents are there. And if there was a resolution and a public hearing to December 10th, this should be all brought out as part of the record on the agenda, not during public comment. They made the comment and it should be scheduled as a public on the agenda. So it'll be part of the
agree.
record.
It's a plan, I agree with that, and in fact, they have it on the agenda today to discuss, and there will be a public hearing, so I'll be noticed to the paper twice.
doing everything.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Is there any other public comment? On matters within the commissioner's jurisdiction? We're running a little late for our weekly report with road and bridge superintendent follow. Go ahead, Paul.
So we're just plowing a little bit of snow on, filling a few holes with cold patch. I talked with Blackfoot and made an agreement with them to, they'll pay for 5 totes. So, we decided that would be good. So, I'm gonna get the price on the totes. I don't know, get them. With them, they're gonna pay. So I think we just get a price, a current price from Norma on the 5 totes. Bill them now for the 5 and for the ditch work we did up at East Fork, and get them a bill out this month. And then we get the oil, and that's on us. If it's $50 a tote more when we buy it, that's just the way it is. And then I don't know what else we do, but
Sounds good.
at least then we're paid and took care of for this season. And then East Fork, they dug East Fork up. Where they went down the hill, down toward Elk Creek. They put all that fiber in there, it's all garbage. They got to tear it all back up again.
What? The
Yeah.
fiber's bad?
The fiber's bad, and so they got to tear it all up again, and I told them that'll have to wait till spring. Because there's no way to do it now. And everybody's in agreement to do it next summer. You can't do it now, with the way the weather changes, but. all over, but all starting all over again next year.
I think there's a lot that we can get to, right? I mean, it's
Yeah.
lots going on in the
The
spring.
way it is now, when they went down there last year, you know, it's still all loose and sloughing in and we cleaned the ditch. And it was really good at first and it's all. Yeah, it's all sloughing in the ditch again. It's all loose. You know,
And as soon as the snow melts, and then we're gonna get a lot of it. You know, it's just gonna make it slide, that's for sure. But. That's where we're at with that.
so Paul, I looked at also a couple places where we possible to put those barricades. That we have sit down people to help. And I don't know, it's like, just two places, it's. Not very.
Well, we give them a shot. We have a bunch of issues with them. Remove them, but. We got them sitting there, so it's. No cost.
It's just if you go off there, you're gonna roll. 500.
Okay.
I don't use it.
Huh? No, it's,
Man,
But
Well, the
It does
thing
make
about
good
it,
point.
we noted now that
yeah,
dangerous, so a guy don't have really much choice, and we talked about, brought it up in the meeting, so now we better do it, otherwise.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're gonna be, somebody will say, well, you guys just talked about it and let it go.
yeah,
Right?
you're right, but negligence has to do with foreseeability. If it's foreseeable, then we have a
Brought
duty
what-
to ask.
brought-
You got that?
You kick the snow out.
no.
Crystal clear.
Scott should be going to law school, you're right on.
Isn't there enough to do?
I'd help him get through.
Got a couple lights out at the dump out here. Got, yeah, tell you. That night time, really dark. A couple lights, you can fix them.
What, they need to get in there at night?
Well, I said, when it's dark and it's, you know.
Yeah, I'll look at it, see which ones they
you
have.
have all your plows on and ready to go.
Yeah, all one.
What was your,
Couple lights are out at the dump plants out here and it's dark at night there and they're worried about somebody might fall in or something.
till the road crew changes the light bulbs?
So now I think the guy, I don't know, who the-
I'll see which ones they are.
might have to take something to lift them up.
Well, it could be the. It could be regular power lights.
You can ask him.
I'll just look.
Yeah, get Montana, not Montana, Northwestern Energy.
Showing your age. Yeah, other than that, not much.
Any other questions for Paul? Okay,
I don't have them. That's all he told me this morning.
Maybe not now either. All right, well, you
okay,
guys have a good day. See you later.
Then, do we need to make a motion, put them out there, or just tell them, go ahead and put them? I don't see why we have to make a motion, we just tell them it heads and.
Thing.
If I put it enough. Get them in. Get the shirt on, better get on it, then we're still halfway nice out there, Chuck.
You know, if it doesn't work out, you know, too shady, gets icy, we can always remove.
I'm worried about this Blackwood stuff, because there's a bunch more around you start to see and see where they're Blackwood, they're redigging some of this stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's gonna seem to me like we're getting bigger messes. It's. They're not what they thought, it's just, you know, easy trims here and there. And I got a couple of people that said, well, they're gonna pick the rocks up that they dug out on the road. Supposed to. They're supposed to clean it up. But somebody hit one of them rocks they did, that's
Talking about state right away or county right away?
county and state.
Yeah,
I said,
they'll
we
have
have
to-
no
they'll have
say
to
on
do-
the state.
Yeah, we'll have to pick it up.
They're gonna clean up there, leave it that way.
That's pretty
There's a
good.
bunch of cable down, and you're gonna pick it up.
They have a lot
Yes.
to do in the spring.
They just jumping around so much, I think they forget they leave something, then they jump somewhere else. It's not looking good. I mean, it's gonna be nice when they get it done, I think they're gonna have all the dogs done,
Well, I think they're changing crews so much that
nobody knows what they're gonna do.
nobody knows what the other guy did or. You know, what to do.
Yeah. Have a whole stretch of cable fiber that's bad, that's not good.
I end up having them all gravel and stuff, there was one, you get one, and I don't, it's looking, that's pretty worried.
I don't know if I should mention this. I saw on the news or some program or something that basically Starlink is gonna make a whole bunch of stuff obsolete. Starlink is-
Well, and all the cell companies going with satellites, that's the future. Versus fiber.
Other than that, that's all I know.
Well, there still are those people that have their
Yeah.
home lines and they use the internet
There's people still with flip phones,
phone
who
lines.
don't have cell phones, so,
Yeah.
yeah.
They keep their landline and use the internet at their home, on their home.
Our internet's fine, but we can't get our cell's real spotty where.
You'll have the courthouse, like sometimes like on Zoom, because I don't know if your guys goes in and out, but depending on the court hearings,
I
it's
get my
not,
SOS.
yeah,
all
that's
the time this
Verizon.
Morning,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Verizon cell tower then.
So when is the courthouse supposed to get the fiber?
I thought it was gonna be this fall, but
I actually thought it was gonna be, P-Bird was gonna get it in the spring.
yeah,
Then it's kind of like rotate. I don't think they really know.
There's always hiccups with big
yeah.
things.
I'm just worried we're gonna be stuck with a lot of big messes. That's why I keep calling them, how's going in, they all sit there, oh yeah, we'll do this, we'll do that, but then we have to do it. I'm really worried we're gonna get stuck with a bunch of messes.
Is what it
You're
is.
charging for it.
Yeah, if the county crew has to do it, then you have to charge, but I hear you're taking the county crew away from.
Anyway,
You could have it contracted out and then just bill them on the hook too.
I think they're willing to work with it, is what they do. Good. I got it, baby. No, I would.
Okay. Got about 5 minutes before our next agenda item. I think we can go ahead with the dam tenders report, Georgetown Lake outflow.
Came up a little more last.
Hmm?
Yeah, come up a bit more.
17.16, so
18 last week,
below full pool. What was it?
18.
Okay, so the water is 6428.07 as of today at 6:45. That is 17.16 inches below full pool, so it came up an inch, so that's good. Keep it at 6.
Yeah, I'll move to six for another week.
I second it.
Is there any public comment?
Did
Yes?
you guys see the correspondence from Ed Simonich concerned with the gauge on Flick Creek at Southern Cross is offline? And Dr. Kaiser said every winter that goes offline, okay, so, but
Yes.
they can tell what's going through the pipe, so. But, yeah. I think that's. And that was a concern,
What was their concern?
that gauge was not in here. I didn't know that every winter would go off.
Yeah.
Look, it freezes up right there.
They get ice. So. Yeah, you can't really buy it.
They know that it's 6 coming in.
So what was their concern? They were thinking that more was coming?
I don't know if it's that or just not having
I
the
think
info.
the way I read it, it was kind of like just telling us that, did you know that gauge?
Yeah.
I work, well, we have to,
Yeah,
we do pay.
every week we know.
But Ben Singer and Paul Talon responded and yeah, hopefully that answers.
I can maybe that next week.
Okay. So. Motion
Did we-
6, seconded, public comment, motion carried and passed, all in favor? Aye. All in favor, aye, motion carried and passed.
Cart before the horse. You're
Yeah,
okay.
maybe I should. Okay. Annual Christmas gifts for county employees.
Hey, Miranda, have you met Jared? Damn tender.
Yes. Yep. He came in the other day.
Like you got that paint stuff. You're. Do some other little odds, man.
I can ask him.
You haven't seen it. He hasn't invoiced it yet though.
I think he's been so darn busy building.
We should see all the work they're doing at the East.
Heard
What's
that.
that?
Lots of money.
On the spillway or what
Yeah,
is it?
spillway and they put rock all over the face of the dam. Big rocks.
They got all that rock from Andy Weaver
Really?
down there where we were getting gravel out of up on the mountain there. Yeah, they've been hauling truckload. I don't know how many. Boys.
Does Andy haul it too or just?
Somebody else had to haul them.
State,
CS or something.
state project, right?
Yeah.
With the rancher.
I was wondering where you got that rock.
That's that big limestone. They had to go up there and break a bunch out of there. Should last forever.
What's that?
Should last forever.
Yeah.
Correspondence on the folks that are doing that subdivision out of Willow Creek, wondering about everything was gonna happen, there were the road petition to abandon. And he said, you and Nancy go down there.
Oh, I haven't heard from them.
Okay,
That's the one there in the lower Wilton
Yeah.
down there, yeah. Got quite a few comments back. A lot of people were like, now kind of change its mind.
go through, go through the process, have a public hearing.
Yeah, I haven't heard of them, so I don't know that.
I'll remind them. Oh, bad accident on the interstate on Sunday. It's
Yeah, I come by there, scary.
under investigation.
Where at?
Interstate, west of the rest areas, fatality,
How many,
Nice.
how many cars?
wrong way driver.
Had one? Cross median?
Hit, man.
Huh?
Hit.
Hit in the middle of the median? How did they both get in the median?
I think there's,
I'll tell you after.
it's like nice. It was bad, though. Been a lot of rats lately.
Yeah,
Down by the
Was it snowing or something?
Sunday morning, I don't think it's clear on. Yeah, I don't think weather was a factor. They're gonna put in those cables there in the interstate. I don't know if that's gonna be helpful in the winter or not, and that could cause
I don't. Deal.
if people slide off and you're gonna hit them, mingle with their cars. But they say they're helpful against like crossing over the median, and does it slow them down enough that
Well, if it wasn't 80 miles an hour through there, it'd be helpful.
You can go 80.
I know.
yeah, it could be nice everywhere, but those in the S-curves in that canyon and it's black ice.
On the water over there.
You know,
Yeah.
people from out of state, they don't.
Well, they have flashing lights, but they see it, they see good roads before you get in the canyon, they think it's gonna be good and
Just doodling.
we do have good EMS around. I think there are multiple fire trucks down there. And, yeah, people riding.
Credit to the volunteers.
Yeah, they get on.
They got it out.
Yep.
So what happened to coast to coast?
I think they just ride with the ambulance crews. So. Yeah, I think they do a lot. Is what
They go a lot.
Yeah.
And he's a deputy, he's on, yeah, he helps, they help a lot. Been talking to the volunteer, Frank and them guys talk a lot, so.
And Sarah's
It
a
is what it is. It's
dispatcher.
working.
Sarah's a dispatcher, and Jason's a deputy. So.
Yeah, but they jump when they can. Just all of them. Couple of them weren't even on, you know, they helped out. Drivers and stuff like that. No, they're doing really good, thank God for. They saved 22 minutes on the call the other day by having that rig in their yard. By the time I
Sure,
had to go get the ambulance, they were already on the scene for 22 minutes before they, Frank and Monica does that.
It's QRV.
Yeah.
And you have one up here too, that's good, you guys
That's
can,
something.
yeah.
I asked Frank about it. Yeah, they keep tabs on what this and that. 22 minutes.
Oh, I'll bet, you know,
Yeah, it is.
the lifesaver.
Yeah, they were already there and then one of them got in, went to cameras, everyone took the other spot. Pretty damn good deal.
Yeah.
It's at first, you know, everybody said, well, why do you need one of them? Right there, shows you why.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Run in the drum and get it.
well, I hope no one's complaining about that. Send it my way.
I think I am.
I think we're close enough to the next agenda item. Annual Christmas gifts for county employees.
I don't think they need it this year.
Okay.
I just need
Don't say.
it.
So ham or maybe a turkey this year, something different. Or maybe just a grocery card or something.
Seems like everybody should like them candy. I don't know, I said. So
There you go. Step
I
out.
don't.
We had a bad hand last year,
You know.
it was really bad.
It was-
Yeah.
I didn't get a good either.
Huh?
I didn't get a good,
Maybe gift cards.
actually horrible, dry.
Yeah, it was
It was,
bad.
it was bad. I
I
thought,
didn't.
oh,
Mine's still in the freezer.
is yours still, see, there you go. And if you got an opinion from everyone,
Yeah,
they'd probably,
I get sick of too much eating.
It's not big, it just goes to waste for me.
so is this,
Like your neighbor.
Just give them that.
okay.
It's the key for the way.
And please finish the question. Is this agenda item also including the gifts from people doing their safety meetings, or this just for
That's
the
just
hammer?
for the ham, yeah.
Billing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sure thing.
yeah.
so any suggestions?
Can you get that mean?
What do you think?
What would you do?
I think they could probably whip up some gift cards like they do.
Yeah, that's really.
Do you just base it on what the turkey it costs or ham costs, or how do you do a gift card?
Well, I think what you just set an amount. I think, and what's wrong with the $25 gift certificate for their,
That's what I'm thinking.
yeah,
The ham's probably.
I mean, if you want to go a little bit more. They're gonna use that. And
Can we?
you get what they want, and then what, just do a gift certificate for the cost of it, yeah.
Like, it was like 93 cents a pound of turkey.
You could
So
probably get it,
$20, 20 pound one would be about $20.
Pretty cheap.
That was a butterball.
Can the county afford Huffman's gift card for 25 bucks? And a thank you to its employees for all their good service.
Yeah, I don't care.
Or do you want to just see what ham is and say, okay, you're getting $1.50.
Well, you just know somebody's gonna say, well, you used to get that ham this, now you're giving this. If you know that's what's gonna say, somebody.
Well, it's better. It's a better thing. And it's gonna be used where, like you say, your ham's in the freezer, your ham's in the freezer, you got a bad ham, I got a bad. It ended up throwing it away.
We did too. I mean, it was.
Yeah, all dry out and
Yeah.
discolored.
Yeah.
Yes,
I mean, I was with that.
I went, oh my God.
I like your idea of gift certificate.
And yours is probably bad too, but still.
I better, yeah, I'm gonna try it now. I'll let you.
Did you wanna just put this aside and talk about it later or what?
I just go with 25, like you said.
Yeah, I would too.
Is that okay with you guys?
Yeah.
So. Let's add another 20, no, just kidding. This would be something that, Miranda, if you could get a hold of Huffman's and see if they have the gift cards that can send them at $25. And is there a motion to go with $25? Is there a second? Is there any public comment? Things none, all in favor?
Alright.
Aye, okay. We're going with the gift card from Huffman's for $25. To all employees.
When I part volunteers and part-time, like
Yeah.
Aaron would be,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. All
Ambulance crews
employees,
and-
yeah, and we did that last year.
Yeah.
So,
Have to get the
and then I
rosters
think,
and-
yeah, you get a list. I think the payroll will help you with the list that current employees. And then we'll just get that many cards from Huffman's. Okay, is that, or we,
I just do it that way.
let's see, how much turkey, 93 cents a pound? And how big do you want? 10 pound, okay, get $9.30.
It's bigger turkey.
No, we're all gonna get 5 turkeys, no.
Okay, me hell.
I don't care.
I tried,
Thanks. Definitely use the gift card. And I'll eat the ham too, sorry, I'm
Yeah.
grateful.
pull that hand, pull that hand out.
You get some to go with that ham.
So our next agenda item is, board appointments. So if there's more than one and they only need one on the board, do we go on the recommendation of the actual board on who that we would choose?
I'd say the general rule, but there's sometimes I think that there's people that are only ones that you may not want on the board, that's it. And we can go to, if you want to go on a private session, I can tell you my thoughts, but it's.
Okay, or do we do just first come, first serve, maybe? If there's two that wanna be, we need one.
I definitely think the ones that are on it and doing a good job that they're recommending are.
Well, these are new.
No,
these
they're
are
new.
Board members.
Yeah, I'd encourage you to check out their. If they have, do they do a letter of?
Okay, let's close this and get your
Okay.
comment just for a second. Okay, so we have, 1, 2, 3, 4 applications for various boards. We have Vicky Weaver for the weed board, and she is already on the weed board. She is just putting her application, reapplying.
Make motion to accept her reapplication for the weed board.
Okay. Any public comment? All in favor? Aye.
Right.
Then we have, the Area 5 board and Randy McClure has applied to be on this board.
I'd make a motion to accept Renee McClure here as AG. That's right. Is it Renee or Renee? Renee?
No, I always look at it and think for me. Okay, any public comment? All in favor? Aye. And we have 2 applicants for the cemetery board.
I make a motion, we re-advertise for the cemetery. See if we get the one.
Okay. Is there a second?
Second.
Any public comment? So the motion is carried and passed for 2 board members and to re-advertise for cemetery board member. We only need 1, right? Yeah,
Send them a letter that they're.
yeah, we need to send him a letter. Do we have to tell them why? We need to tell the cemetery.
You could CC the cemetery board.
Okay, all right. About 5 minutes before monthly claims review and approval.
Draft of the newspaper on the public hearing.
Okay.
I see what you think there. Got changed.
Seas candy. It's empty.
Oh,
Who's been eating the Seas candy?
Teresa said they needed to get it out.
Who did?
Teresa.
we're sharing.
Don't you dare touch them and not take
Take a bite. I want you to see it.
kids. Yeah.
Yeah, but it might,
You take that.
I'm only catching this thing.
so.
Now you can touch them.
Wait. Miranda, you're gonna have a chocolate.
Sure.
With
With my coffee.
Don't take one with the.
Thank you.
the 2 more. One more.
Kids bite in on it.
Yeah. If it's the orange stuff, then they leave them. right?
Yeah, it's just after you missed the A.
Oh,
Other than that, looks good. You send that to me and I send it in or
I can send it there.
either.
Contact them. I'll just send it to you.
I don't know. Changes.
The main, yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
Later. And 1 PM works for that too, or?
Yeah, I just put it on the hard calendar.
What if we can get the sheriff to park that truck someplace else? Out in the weeds over there or something, you know, they're gonna get rid of it, it's just taking up a parking
Yeah.
spot.
Are they using it or what?
No, he sent a message, they're getting rid of it, and we gotta
Yeah,
surplus
They've
it,
got two now.
we gotta sell it. Maybe we gotta put that on the agenda, to put it in that, like.
Yeah, we spoke.
What was there, why about some other agency was wanting it, or?
I've never heard.
Well, there's two of them, he's getting rid of two of them,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and somebody wanted, the fire department down there. Oh. Might want out. One of them, there's this one, they just came up, ready to get rid of that one.
yeah,
Then you got parked in the parking lot, well. I'm just thinking, we have public meeting, thinking we need space around here. Yeah. So we can park it over in the weeds over there in the grass or something until we get rid of it, or.
They need to be sold by auction unless he is.
Down the road.
yeah, we'll wait, get it out of the park.
Okay.
Do we have to get it on the agenda or can we just request? that you-
If they're gonna be sold or whatever, I'd get an agenda for either. Public auction, or it could be conveyed.
Come on in.
I never heard of it. I mean,
This one we paid, it was repairs to the sheriff's vehicle. And they were going down to pick it up. And Scott wanted us to pay for it on credit. We were like, we don't have that kind of amount of credit card. So anyway, but they wouldn't let them pick it up unless it was paid for. But anyway, we did to.
Lizzie's doing that.
Yeah, that was for the sheriff though. I don't know. I mean, they send us bills for all stuff. So here's later on, that's the road budget. This is.
He looks at Billy
Okay,
and then, but,
the claims over
Yeah.
there and then this, okay. There's the claims.
so is that for his
Here are
new,
yours. This was just one of the old ones that he repaired.
not the one that
Yeah, and there was another one, I guess, but I think that decommissioning,
Yeah, I
there was one that would. DJ. Anyway, it's been paid. So
a water pump?
So they can pick it up.
Yeah.
We're in the wrong business. So I'll just leave that one for your signature, but it's already done, and then I'll be happy to see you in 20 minutes.
So do you have a new idea? What we thought we'd do is just, I would have a list and you'd have your list and we'd check them off. Is that, or did you figure something out?
Oh, for the,
Certification.
Yeah, I mean, you can decide which papers you wanna use, yeah, we can pick them up, and I've got,
Yeah, it's,
it's very
It's a
confusing,
nightmare.
but then I've got another sheet that'll be good.
Yes, didn't we do one? Last week,
What was that?
like that snow rodeo.
Oh, right, so this is just the budget, that's just the road budget. So, that's the stuff that's already been paid, that's not, here's what you want. That's the claims for right now,
so why do you have the road budget?
because you guys asked for to get it
Did we?
every month or something, yeah. But anyway. Okay, oh, you can disregard.
Okay,
Alrighty, I'll be back in.
That just freaks me out. $4,700 for a water pump. For what? For water pump, for what?
well, it's more than the water, got a timing belt,
Still.
crankshaft,
Timing belt and the water.
intake manifold, gaskets.
Very much rebuilt. But it's saying. On your phone, water. I'll call it, yeah.
It changed the,
But yeah.
you asked for a copy of the road budget?
The only thing we were on, we said once in a while we're going to see what all was spending on, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I guess we will.
Okay.
Where's the Carl Nelson Ranch? Carl Nelson Ranch. I've never seen that. We got sick. Fans for 600.
Huh. Did sandblast, did we have? Is there,
We bought
so
sand.
we don't
Here.
bid sand out, we don't bid sand, we just buy it,
I think we should be good then. Remember
so
that?
just gravel is,
I don't remember that.
was that the same as the last one we had?
The last one.
Wasn't there one last week for sand?
That was up here.
Hmm?
That was up here too, and that wasn't bidded. And then you got that 348.
Oh, from Benson.
I think we should bid that out.
Yeah, I think it. Cause we don't, right?
I never heard of it.
Yeah. I know. Got all those election duty and jury selection stuff. But we don't bid sand, he just goes and finds who sells it or what?
We bought sand from, the only person that had it down there was Carl Nelson pit.
I thought we just got some from Vincent.
That's where up here.
Oh.
Got sand for up here, instead of home, down there up here. Hit the shop here.
Shouldn't we bid it out? Like gravel?
I thought we did. But I don't know.
I don't think so, 'cause I never heard of Carl Nelson, who's that?
That's the one we got from last year's Struman's pit, right there outside of Paul, going towards Drummond. That's where we got it last year too, Sam. That's the only place we could get it. Cause we were gonna get it from Ninth River, but that was way up rock. Or down there. Cheaper. They haven't called back in.
So there was a lot more than one.
I even found, I just gonna ask you what the warranty and stuff, they're like they rebuilt the whole damn thing.
Yeah,
Yeah. Which truck was that?
One of the sheriff's truck.
I hope not the one they decommissioned. Just paid $4,000 to get fixed.
Yours ain't.
Well, their list is. It's $12 a mileage. What's minimum wage?
Is it now 10:35? I want to say 10:30. Somewhere right in there.
Like in Drummond, we used to deal with Cenex too, we split it up. Now, do we ever do that anymore to get fuel? Sometimes Cenex will give their, the what we give not. Say they sponsor.
I don't think so.
Remember, we were doing the Cenex and that one, I wonder why we quit,
Cause we use that credit card more than anything.
but Cenex you can use it.
Or you can fuel it, like for the road.
Yeah,
So who is that? The next,
well, I guess they never used it. I thought they moved it around. Help out, because
is that,
there's some locals that work at Cenex. And
so Fickler?
yeah,
Is that the one you're talking about?
Dan, they deliver too.
So is that, is it?
Diesel, I think diesel. But I guess, you know, there's some locals that would, because they were talking about shutting that down, but that's still going, there's 2 or 3 locals working in there, you know, kind of supporting.
Well, I think that would be something that maybe we should talk to Paul about. Oh, Cenex does the Volt stuff.
And sometimes.
Is that like down here?
And sometimes you can get it set up earlier, you're gonna get a set price.
Do we ever do down here?
But we just go with Bill, because I feel he's the only one, what's it here, we're down there, but, you know, and I see him driving around. I think we need to talk to him, see. Yeah, true.
Hmm?
But yeah.
Oh, that's who you're talking to.
Down there, I'll call. I just can't imagine that much.
Yeah, I don't know. We just got an email from Scott going, we're gonna go pick up our car. Can you pay for it? And we're like, not our credit card, we can't. Um, yeah.
So do we just get a hold of them and say move it? Scott,
Asking for.
yeah,
Yeah,
Give
there's
that
me to
part,
ask
yeah.
them, because this public speaking is that.
this isn't the junk vehicle parking lot.
Yeah. And the talking, the very way, so if we go to the. It was all the construction stuff and then, help to get part.
Oh, up here? Yeah.
Envelopes right there.
Those are, so instead of the big paper manila ones, I got these plastic ones and they're easier to fold and
Yeah,
stuff. So somebody else was using those and I thought,
yeah,
when you put stuff in there, they don't tear.
yeah. Sure. If that one county in Colorado is gonna certify their folks. That refused to certify them before.
Oh, in Nevada?
Or is it Nevada?
Yeah, I think it's in Nevada.
Thing. Elections. As a. Making elections political is. I think,
Yeah.
really wrong. Being a former election administrator.
Right, because it is the least political thing. You're just getting the numbers right. That's all you're doing.
Why couldn't she just use claims instead of making copies?
Who was that?
Lawrenson.
I don't know. But she had one and she just made it, I guess.
Just
I know.
have to turn it. Just saying,
Mhm.
none of my business. For paper, I guess.
Right, I know. Be less expensive.
Wants to make copies
Buy it from us.
instead of getting claims from you, then
Uh-huh.
it's just,
It's okay.
okay.
Oh,
right. Is there any public comment? Thanks, not all in favor? Aye. Motion carried.
I can turn these in.
Oh, okay. Here is. Or it should be.
How you come in after a week and the chairs will be flat.
Yeah.
Sun is like.
Okay, the next agenda item is federal, state and county general election canvass of the votes for the November. What was the date? November 5th. Eric Graham was doing this.
Yes. There and reporter, election administrator. I'll just give you guys these so you can follow along if you want to. So, and then, so do you think, so this is the one that we sent to this is gonna be the official canvas. I've got another one here that we'll sign after we do it. So there's that one, and I've got the one, the printout from the machine. Do you want me to read this off and you?
Yeah,
You would
that
check that?
out to me.
Okay,
And
and then they've got another sheet that they can take a look at the numbers and follow. That's
just
kind of like that one that we used to always do,
Okay.
but I've got it so that it'll total all the numbers up and we can see things quickly. So
Okay.
this top sheet, if you wanted to look at that, that shows, that's the printout from Elect MT showing all the accepted absentee ballots. And then at the bottom of the sheet, then I put that in there. I also have all of the poll ballots, which it all reconciled with the ballot reconciliation sheet from the poll thing. We had, we've got that sheet and we counted all the ballots in the box and it all perfect. As it always is, because we don't have
Yeah,
5,000, 50,000 of them. So anyway, yeah, so that was all perfect. It was great. We had all of our numbers. And so I just thought I would show you
Okay.
that and it shows how many votes we had. And then on the top of the sheet that
so
goes,
2,208 ballots were counted.
yes,
So that means 2,208 people vote.
correct. Yeah. So, and you can see on the top of, well, they have it. There was, the percentage of the absentee votes, we got 92% of those that were returned. 61% of the people that could go to the polls did go to the polls. The total percentage for the county was, I think it turned out to be like 81% voted.
So good
Good.
turnout.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, it shows you when I separate those numbers for the absentee ballots that we send out. There's always, I mean, that's a really high rate of return for those absentee ballots compared to the
Yeah,
folks that can go to the polls. So I mean, wow, it's always around 90%, but those are the vote, I mean, I don't know. It's, that's kind of good thing for
that they're voting, they're getting them and they're voting.
voting
and
and they're returning them. Yes, 92% of them.
instead of putting them somewhere and forgetting to vote.
Right,
More son that does that.
right. Okay, so do we want to start with this?
Just start.
Okay, so we'll do precinct 1 and then precinct 2, or do you want to just do the totals? And if the numbers are weird, we can go into whatever precinct and race it was.
So let's just do, would it be easier for you to do by precinct? Or would you easier?
I have got either way. I mean,
Okay,
I
'cause
can
we could
do,
do. Looks like we could do each race.
Mhm.
And then each precinct by each race.
okay, so that's what you'd like
Would
to
that be
do.
easier?
Yeah,
Instead of jumping and jumping?
Yeah.
Then we'd have everything done instead of flipping back and forth.
okay, I see what you did. Yep, I can do that. I've got it all right here.
So probably the first page with the totals. We will do the number of registered voters and then the votes cast. Do that first page for the precinct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
So there were 2,745 registered voters. Mhm. And then, so for each precinct, so precinct 1, we had I'm just gonna say how many voted, or do you want, I don't.
so we just out of 704 registered voters, 565
65 in precinct 1.
voted.
Mhm. And then here, get that.
So do you want me to just go read across it, or?
Well, that's, I'm wondering, do you want me, yeah, if you want to read across on that one, and then I'll read what comes out of the machine and you can make
Okay.
sure that I put it in correctly.
Okay. And this isn't the copy that's going to the secretary.
Correct, right, that's, I have a
Okay.
separate one, you can mark that one up all you want.
And then precinct 10 out of 689 registered voters, 551 voted. Precinct 2 out of 805 registered voters, 630 voted. Precinct 9 out of 547 registered voters, 462 voted. Number of registered voters, 2745. Votes cast, 2208. Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna do the president for precinct 1. Okay, Harris, 197. Kennedy, 10. Oliver, 4. Stein, 1. Trump, 341.
Okay.
Okay, now on your thing, does it have precinct 10 then, or do you want
It had precinct 10.
10 next? So do you want me to go in that order?
Yeah, go in
Would
that
that be the easiest? Okay. So.
Unless it's easier,
Mhm.
if yours is, if you go to 2, we can go to 2.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so precinct 2, Harris, 202.
Okay.
Kennedy, 10.
Okay.
Oliver, 5.
Okay.
Stein, 0.
Okay.
Trump, 404.
Okay.
Precinct 9. Harris, 79.
Okay.
Kennedy, 7.
Okay.
Oliver, 5.
Okay.
Stein, 2. Trump, 364. Precinct 10. Harris, 101.
Okay.
Kennedy, 13.
Okay.
Oliver, 0. Stein, 3.
Okay.
Trump, 428. Okay. So now to the US Senator.
So what's the total votes for Kamala? Oh, Kamala,
Kamala, 579.
579.
Total for Kennedy is 40.
Okay.
Oliver is 14.
Okay.
Stein, 6.
Okay.
Trump, 1537.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So, Senator. Okay, precinct 1. Barb, 5. Dowd, 6. Sheehy, 301.
Okay.
Tester, 248.
Okay.
Precinct 2.
Okay.
Barb, 1. Dowd, 2. Sheehy, 352.
Okay.
Tester, 266. Precinct 9. Barb, 0. Dowd, 5. Sheehy, 337. Tester, 116.
Okay.
Precinct 10. Barb, 5. Dowd, 6. Sheehy, 387. Tester, 148. Okay, so totals. Barb, 11.
Okay.
Dowd, 19.
Okay.
Sheehy, 1377.
Okay.
Tester, 778.
Okay.
All righty, so the first congressional district. Precinct 1, Hayes, 23. Turnell, 212. Zinke, 323. Precinct 2, Hayes, 19.
Okay.
Turnell, 221. Zinke, 377. Precinct 9. Hayes, 16. Fernell, 86. Zinke, 354.
Okay.
Precinct 10. Hayes, 27. Fernell, 111. Zinke, 409.
Okay.
So totals, Hayes, 85. Fernell, 630. Zinke, 1463. So governor and lieutenant governor. Precinct 1. Bussey, 202. Gianforte, 338. Leave, 18. Precinct 2. Bussey, 209. Gianforte, 388. Leave, 13. Precinct 9. Bussey, 79. Gianforte, 369. Leave, 3. Precinct 10. Bussey, 123. Gianforte, 412. Leave, 12. The totals. Bussey, 613. Gianforte, 1507. Leave, 46. All right. So Secretary of State. Jacobson, precinct 1, Jacobson 348, Lamb 15, Mullen 182.
So wait, say that again, Secretary of State.
Jacobson 348, this is precinct
Oh,
1,
okay. 348,
348, Lamb 15,
okay.
and Mullen 182.
Okay.
So precinct 2, Jacobson 395, Lamb 20, and Mullen 191. Precinct 9, Jacobson 374, Lamb 4, Mullen 70. Precinct 10, Jacobson 420, Lamb 16, Mullen 105. And the totals. Jacobson 1537, Lamb 55, Mullen 348. Okay. Oh, let me get some minutes, make sure these ones stay. All righty. So precinct 1, Attorney General. Second. Alki 200, Knutson 347. Precinct 2, Alki 206, Knutson 390. Precinct 9, Alki 83, Knutson 362. Precinct 10, Alki 116, Knutson 426. And for the totals, Alki 605, Knutson 1525. Okay, State Auditor, Precinct 1, Brown 351, Repke 184. Precinct 2, Brown 407, Repke 176. Precinct 9, Brown 362, Repke 72. Precinct 10, Brown 425, Repke 115. And the totals for the State Auditor, Brown 1545, Repke 547. Okay, State Superintendent of Public Instruction, Precinct 1, Hedlund 337, O'Brien 202. Precinct 2, Hedlund 389, O'Brien 203. Precinct 9, Hedlund 358, O'Brien 84. Precinct 10, Hedlund 418, O'Brien 116. And the totals for the State Superintendent of Public Instruction, Hedlund 1502, O'Brien 605. Okay. All right, Clerk of the Supreme Court, Precinct 1, Ferris Olson 188, Greenwood 313, Roots 26. Okay. Precinct 2, Ferris Olson 186, Greenwood 373, Roots 21. Precinct 9, Ferris Olson 71, Greenwood 354, Roots 9. Precinct 10, Ferris Olson 112, Greenwood 393, Roots 224.
What? 24, right?
Oh, what was that one? Oh, yeah, 24, sorry,
Okay.
Roots 24.
Okay,
Sorry about that. Okay, so the totals for the clerk of Supreme Court. Ferris Olson, 557. Greenwood, 1433.
Okay.
Roots, 80.
Okay.
All right, Supreme Court Chief Justice, Precinct 1, Lynch, 241. Swanson, 256. Precinct 2, Lynch, 229. Swanson, 311. Precinct 9, Lynch, 126. Swanson, 289. Precinct 10, Lynch, 157. Swanson, 336. And the totals, Lynch, 753. Swanson, 1,192.
Okay.
Okay. So the Supreme Court Justice 3, Precinct 1, Vidigary, 272. Wilson, 222. Precinct 2, Vidigary, 287. And Wilson, 257.
okay,
Precinct 9, Vidigary, 184.
Okay.
Wilson, 228.
Okay.
Precinct 10, Vidigary, 196. Wilson, 293. And so for the totals on the Court Justice 3, Vidigary, 939. And Wilson, 1,000. Okay. District Court Judge, District 3, Department 1. Precinct 1. DeHood, 416. Precinct 2, DeHood, 453. Precinct 9, DeHood, 344. Precinct 10, DeHood, 398. And the totals is DeHood, 1,611. Okay, State Senator District 38. Precinct 1, Beard, 363, Benson, 165. Beard, or Precinct 2, Beard, 401, Benson, 174. Precinct 9, Beard, 374, Benson, 69. Precinct 10, Beard, 422, Benson, 108. And the totals are Beard, 1,560, Benson, 516. Okay, State Representative District 76. Precinct 1, Fitzpatrick, 366.
Okay.
Gagliano, 140.
Okay.
Precinct 2, Fitzpatrick, 426. Gagliano, 130.
Okay.
Precinct 9, Fitzpatrick, 365. Gagliano, 62. Precinct 10, Fitzpatrick, 399. Gagliano, 114.
okay,
And the totals for State Representative District 76, Fitzpatrick, 1,556. Gagliano, 446.
okay.
Clerk of District Court, Precinct 1, Carol Borenson, 499. Precinct 2, Borenson, 540. Precinct 9, Sorensen, 417. Precinct 10, Sorensen, 486. And that's for a total for the clerk of district court, Sorensen, 1,942.
Okay.
All right, Commissioner District 3, Precinct 1, Pulaski, 338. Villa, 197. Precinct 2, Pulaski, 316. Villa, 263. Precinct 9, Pulaski, 319. Villa, 119. Precinct 10, Pulaski, 350. Villa, 176. For a total, Commissioner District 3, Pulaski, 1,323. Villa, 755. Okay, treasurer, superintendent of schools, public administrator. For the unexpired term. Precinct 1. Todd, 488. Precinct 2. Todd, 532. Precinct 9. Todd, 406. Precinct 10, Todd, 484. For a total of Todd, 1,910.
So on this Granite County Local Government Study Commission,
Yeah,
3 are picked, right? The 3 highest.
the 3 highest. Yes. Okay, government review for Granite County. Precinct 1. Gagliano, 197. Leaper, 319. Snyder, 260. Robin White, 287. Precinct 2. Gagliano, 193. Leaper, 349. Snyder, 277. White, 315. Precinct 9. Gagliano, 150. Leaper, 290. Gary Snyder, 258. White, 293. Precinct 10. Gagliano, 174. Leaper, 314. Snyder, 237. White, 296. For a total, Gagliano, 714. Leaper, 1,272. Snyder, 1,302. White, 1,191.
1,032.
Oh, yeah, 1,032, sorry. Yeah, 1032.
103.
Robin White, 1191.
Okay.
Okay. So that was Leaper, White, and Snyder. Okay, the government review for Phillipsburg. Precinct 1, Butler, 73. Peter.
Yeah, I hear you.
78. Cooney, 159. Flaherty, 90. Ludeman, 109. Sorensen, 123. Precinct 2, Butler, 65. Peter, 62. Cooney, 143. Flaherty, 84. Ludeman, 76. Sorensen, 106. precinct nine, so it's not gonna be on 9 and 10 because that's the.
Right.
So for a total. Butler 138, Peter 140, Cooney 302, Flaherty 174, Ludeman 185, Sorensen 229. So it looks like Cooney, Ludeman, and Sorensen. Okay. The Constitutional Initiative 126, Precinct 1, yes, 272, no, 278. Precinct 2, yes, 295, no, 303. Precinct 9, yes, 141, no, 305. Precinct 10, yes, 210, no, 327. For a total constitutional initiative 126, yes. 918, no, 1213. Constitutional initiative 127, precinct 1, yes, 199, no, 324. Precinct 2, yes. 237, no, 348. Precinct 9, yes, 113, no, 321. Precinct 10, yes, 167, no, 361. For totals for constitutional initiative 127, yes, 716, no, 1354. Okay, constitutional initiative 128. Precinct 1, yes, 346, no, 205. Precinct 2, yes, 365, no, 248. Precinct 9, yes, 224, no, 225. Precinct 10, yes, 237, no, 306. For a total for the constitutional initiative 128, yes, 1,172, no, 984. This brings us to our last one. Okay. So this was the local option tax. Precinct 1, for 283, against 270. Precinct 2, for is 304, against is 300. Precinct 9, for is 157, against 293. Precinct 10, for 212, against 321. And for a total for 956, against 1,184.
Good job.
So, thanks. We got it put in right.
So we didn't get the word out good enough to precinct 10 or precinct 9.
Well, yeah, I think that people they saw the word tax and just
That's
didn't
what I
read.
thought.
And just didn't read what it was, you know.
They didn't.
So, like you said, didn't get the word out. So, didn't have it. Okay, so. I guess that one, so then we stamp all pages of this, right? Okay. And then, yeah, and then. So I don't know, do you have this stamp? or, oh, there's a stamp.
No,
I don't think.
On
you
that,
stamp
no.
yeah, we
this,
stamp that one. That's what I was just looking for there. Wants this one.
Yes.
Yes.
So and then what she will do, is you'll upload that for her on the results? Is that how you guys do it?
Can, yeah, because you probably want to put the other photo in
Into
there
the
and then
minutes?
yes. Yeah, I'll scan it and get it. I'll scan that one, but.
I think
Yeah, and
they'll
then
have
you'll
to
just
stamp that front
insert
page,
it.
that
Uh-huh.
one.
Do we do all pages?
I don't think it's, yeah, we can.
This is going to Secretary of State. right?
Yeah. If that's it. So I got an email yesterday from Nancy Everson saying, Nancy Everson, she's the new, like budget stuff and, you know, anything with the. Make a, yeah, right, that letter that, so the Senate passed the SRS. Reenact, you know, re-upping it, it just has to go through the House now, so we may,
About getting on
so we
my-
may get that money.
For what?
That the Secure Schools Act funds,
Remember that one
so
year?
it passed through, yeah, that one year that it was only.
But
Yeah.
we didn't budget for it because,
Yeah, because they were pretty sure it wasn't gonna
Yeah.
come through, but we got, yeah, it's passed the Senate, it just has to go to the House now.
Would you just budget it next year or when would it be coming in?
I guess that we just do a budget amendment,
Yeah.
because it comes in this.
And then we gotta start
Yeah.
banging.
so,
forward.
I know, I was thinking about that.
I don't know if you have to, if we don't need it. There's no point in increasing the budget. Right?
Yep.
Because
Yeah,
we didn't
I'll-
anticipate revenue, but I guess we could, if we're gonna be putting Hilton there. If we get the money, we don't have to put as much.
Right, I think that was some discussion during yeah, saying we wouldn't pull as much out of Pilt then, or we'd give
Yeah.
back to Pilt if that came in, or something. But that, I mean, that'll all be. We still don't know whether, you know, the House may,
Cause there'd be no, we wouldn't have to increase the budget unless we went into the negative.
right,
So we didn't anticipate the money.
Yeah.
But we don't have to put the Pilt in if we get the money.
So is that part of another bill or is it
That's
standing on its own?
Stands on its own.
yeah,
It might not make it through the house.
right, so we don't know, yeah, exactly. We don't know.
Well, this is kind of a
But it's-
nonpartisan thing, right? Why wouldn't it make it to the House? We just decide not to give the,
$36 trillion.
Is this
I think.
a normal color, maybe? Yes,
Money that gets,
it's the 19th, yeah, okay.
denying it would put the counties in debt.
I know. I think it will.
Yeah, I see the 6 trillion, but I don't see where they would be cutting it.
Well, January, it's coming.
Yeah,
Department of Government Efficiency. The
let's get it passed.
Elon Musk and
Or who?
yeah.
Mr. Tesla. I'm sorry. He's a. Mr. Tesla. Oh, he's gonna make a big change. He's so brilliant.
Wait and see, wait and see.
Money, 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 money. Yeah,
Handouts. Everybody wants a handout, then they figure out, where's it coming from? Oh, well. It's okay, they ain't it.
Yeah, that's the sheet, that's the write-in list, which you only have to count write-ins that are actually.
does this one go anywhere? Is
That one was just,
the copy?
that was the copy.
Is that
That was
my-
the copy,
Is that my thing?
that was yours.
A check off? Oh, okay.
That was your checkoff list. That's why I had that
We
one.
don't need it, right?
Nope.
No, okay, well, thank you.
That one's smooth.
Yes.
Oh, do we need to make a motion that the vote?
I'll make a motion. Done, federal, state, county general election vote canvass with Granite County.
May third.
My signature.
Any public comment? Things done, all in favor? Aye. Election's been certified
Good work.
by the commissioners in Granite County. Yeah.
Still count votes. Pennsylvania, Arizona. It's. They need to, I mean, I don't know if they need to get more employees or what, but it's too long.
What, because they're hand counting or what?
Well, I assume so, but. The first take this long. Already the, 19th, it's 2 weeks ago.
Okay, we are running late for our road viewers report. That's next on the agenda item. Road viewers report from surveyor regarding county road petitions on Brown Gulch, Algonquin, Tower, Cliff, Gulch Roads, accepting report as certified and setting public hearing, discussion and decision.
You want me to give some
Yeah,
background?
please.
So. Going way back, we've had some issues with these roads that have been considered county roads. People putting up the report. So the public petition on these 4 roads. County hired Barney Holland to run us a report, submitted that. He is recommending them be county roads. And the petition, as we talked about earlier, roadways be limited to historical width, but they need to be 60-foot wide right of ways. So I think there's excellent report. Appreciate that Barney may be on. I think the next step is accepting it as received. And then taking a public hearing.
Did we need a comment from Barney or
Hey, you can-
you
He's a co-host.
have something to say?
I viewed the roads and was looking at it. One of the suggestions I made was that if there was encroachments within that 60 feet, that they be grandfathered in. And then the other option was the ability, if people, if they want to do their own work on the road, that, the county needs to have approval or at least have something in line for that. If they need to plow it or if they want to do something else, do some grading on a pothole or something that forms out in front of their property.
Barney, we had one of the adjacent property owners today with giving public comment, Samuel Cates, and they were actually the only ones that objected to any of these roads. But I think it may be worked out because they were thinking that the roadway width could be 60-foot wide, not just limited to historical use. But
Right.
they also have like a gate that would be in the right of way. So there's some issues like that. I guess if the commission does adopt these as county roads, then probably the resolution would need to be specific on which encroachments are allowed, because I know they're like on Brown's Gulch, there's some encroachments already too, right?
The thing these guys are buying, I know they know, but yet I think they gotta really look when they're buying and make sure they know what their right of way needs, so. Is it putting us, and we gotta go back and do all this,
And then the county does have a process for people who wanna snow plow or do work on a county road. They come in and there's a process. County would look at a contract with them.
just not like this when they were, that now we go take their gravel off, cause they did the work. That's the thing though, that they need to know that before they do this stuff, they better come get a permit. So then everybody's on the same page.
I think Dave Harris told me that there's potentially a couple new driveways on Cliff Gulch Road, and I don't know if they got. Or I know one person did, but I'm not sure if the others got permits, so.
That's all I'm worried about is they, you know, they just go do it and then all of a sudden something comes down and go back into that same thing and pull. So it needs to be,
Well, once they're established as county roads, then they'll need to get permits for encroachment.
So in this situation, would we have our road superintendent go and inspect, to see if there's any new roads, and tell them that they have to get permits to access? Because it isn't a county road yet, right?
Well, the county considered them county roads, but yeah, the
We're
Cliff
spending
Gulch
the
roads,
future.
and yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I think. Well. Should ask the people to go through the permit process.
yes, my opinion, maybe we should put it back in the paper before they start working on these established county roads, they need to get a permit. There's some that are doing it and now they're coming asking, begging forgiveness.
Yeah, we've done that before.
Because it's like, you know, it just seems like they figure if they get it in, oh. Now, like, you know, they're saying, please don't care, you know.
So you want to put in the paper, what? That,
Notice that you need an encroachment permit.
Yeah.
Doing any
there,
work.
I just think there's so many new ones coming and they just think they can just come and. Cause they're getting told or sold that, oh yeah, you can do it, well, you come down to that. Comes back.
Brandon and I could work on it. I think we did that once before, and yeah,
so what we need is a motion
accepting the
accepting the viewers report.
you.
I'll make the motion to go ahead with the road viewers report from the surveyor regarding county road petitions on Brown Gulch, Conklin, Fowler, Cliff Gulch Road, accepting report as received and setting as public hearing on the public hearing again December 10th.
That's like,
Is there any public comment?
That goes back again this morning because we had a sentence before, you know, when we were told we got to put it on in.
So the Cates had the only objection on Cliff Gulch, and then Bill Richardson had some conditions on him. Brown's Gulch, it needs to be resolved, but you know, he was a witness on the Brown's Gulch case, and in a sworn deposition, he agreed that Brown's Gulch Road was a county road. So I think we have some things to work out there in the public hearing, but I think it's
Okay.
good.
So all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So now do we need a motion to set the public hearing?
He had it in his motion.
Oh, it was in the motion?
Yeah,
Okay. So the motion to set the hearing is what? December 10th at 1 p.m.
Yeah, I put it in the whole thing. I guess I could have made it separate.
And this is gonna be in paper.
if that's notice good, then yeah,
To accept this, publish this notice.
you could do a motion on that.
Okay, we need, is there a motion to publish this notice in the legal section?
Oh, we did do it.
Okay. Is there any public comment? Go ahead, Elena.
Thank you. Just point of clarification. So are you going to have the second reading on the agenda for next week? Since this was like, I don't know, you just came up with the resolution.
Go ahead, Blaine.
So they have the public hearing, and then the resolution would have to be on the agenda twice after that, so. Yeah,
Public hearing first. And that's on December 10th before we do the resolution, which would then be on the agenda twice.
So so you're just agreeing to put it in the newspaper and the public hearing is December 10th.
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are publishing the notice that there will be a public hearing on December 10th. At 1
Blaine just
p.m.
said yes. Thank you, Blanche.
Oh, you're welcome. Okay. All right. Any other public comment? Please, none, all in favor? Aye. Thank you for your hard work, Brian,
Yeah.
Barney.
Thanks,
Oh,
Barney.
thank you. We'll see you.
See ya.
Good job, thanks.
Okay, that, puts us into Willow Rock surveying proposed fee increase.
Make a motion that we go ahead with this new fee.
Any public comment?
I was given the amount in your motions.
So it's a fee of $100 per survey and $35 per lot. So the survey review would be for one lot, 135, and for a two lot, 170. Okay. Any public comment? All in favor? Aye.
I seconded it.
Yeah.
Aye.
Aye.
I thought you did.
We all agree.
I think he did on my first one, and he thought about saying the total.
You did second, and then you opened your mouth and said, we need to know. So you opened your mouth.
Somebody else.
Okay. Somebody will close.
Tell you, I think his fees are a lot better than
Yeah.
reason.
Okay, so that brings us right to on time, our next agenda item, which is the county's Howell rental house repair update.
Miranda brought up some stuff, she talked to you, I guess you need to tell.
Yeah,
I just think they get on the schedule.
Yeah, I called 4 plumbers and heard back from 2. And one was Aaron McPherson and Clyde answered, but they're both a month out. So I think it's a matter of just getting on their schedule, getting them down there to look at it, diagnose, get on their schedule.
And if we get that key.
Right.
Turned off.
Is there a motion on that?
Get on their schedule so they can get looking at it and see what we need to do before.
I second that.
Is there any public comment?
I can say which, there was 2, right?
Yeah.
2 can get there first, or the, are we?
After kind of talking, they get back, it was backed out, just whoever comes first.
Yeah.
That's the way it's gotta be.
So when you say they're a month out, does that mean they're a month out before they could work on it? Or is that a month out before they could even look at it?
I think work on it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they could diagnose it.
If we could get them to go by
Yeah.
and look, and then maybe give it. quicker time,
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
they know what they have to do.
Okay, so all in favor? Aye. Motion carried, pass.
And is it electrical work?
What's his name, Palmer was gonna go look, I don't know if he ever did.
And I reached out to them too. I emailed. They didn't get back to me either.
Larry's email.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah.
We talked about,
That electric box, Larry Palmer was gonna go look at, he got me certified to do all that. And he was, I don't know if he ever did.
And there was a light out in the kitchen apparently,
Okay.
according to the renters.
Get it all fixed up.
next agenda item is at 11:40.
Were they coming in, or is this the stuff we talked about?
This is just change orders that we talked about last week and that we needed to get on the agenda for this week.
Cause she didn't have them into it, like.
Get them approved. Thank you.
The only one that I was, talked about was, for that wall reinforcement, is that the one going up and down? Or I don't remember that.
There was one where the wall needed additional
Okay,
wood in it. That's one I recall. And that was, they didn't know that until they got it picked apart.
make a motion to go ahead.
That agenda item isn't for 10 more minutes. Can we do, being we don't need to have anybody on here complaining or disputing these change orders, can we just go ahead with the next agenda item?
It's, I think it's up to you as chair to decide that if you want to move ahead.
Okay, so, okay, we're going to jump a little ahead to the courthouse bathroom and elevator project change orders, which were discussed last week. And these are just the change orders to be approved. Okay, the first change order is, or do we just prove them all?
I just do them all, 'cause they go 6,
We
7,
have
8.
6, 7, 8, and 9. Are these posted? Okay. So. Do we need to stamp one of these?
Look at it, it's good with them too. Yeah.
Okay, these were discussed in detail last week. You made the motion, is there a second?
That's like,
Seconded, any public comment?
I have to make sure Sarah gets a copy.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried and passed. So the motion is what? Change order
6, 7,
6
8, 9.
through 9. That was the last agenda item. We will. Is there any public comment on the change orders? They already asked that.
All right.
I'm losing
Don't
it.
want to make sure. No, make-
Okay, so we will adjourn.
Thanks, good job.
Or the, you're just tabling the personnel matter.
It ain't on there.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, let's take it
Yeah.
out. Okay,
Yeah, he had to work today, so.
yeah,
Yeah. Change the agenda.
excellent.
we good?
Good job.